Thank you, Keith, for that virtuoso lecture. I think all I'd like to do really is to add a coda to Jeff's introduction from the perspective of us in the anthropology department. Because although Keith formally joined us in January 2004, he has in reality been with us for much longer. And this is due not only to the inspiration we had from Keith's truly substantial contribution to the field. I suspect that Keith is the only anthropologist in the UK who has had as much of an impact outside academia as within the discipline. As of course Professor Crossick said earlier, concepts such as Keith's work on the informal economy and what we've just heard about on money and the digital revolution have been so widely used by other academics and in policy circles that they have come to resemble common sense to much of the world. In addition to these contributions and Keith's commitment to an engagement with the public anthropology that Professor Crossick described through, by reference to the Prickly Pear series, and I don't recall now whether he mentioned the Amateur Anthropological Association, known in the trade as the small AAA rather than big AAA. Ventures such as these are designed to facilitate exchange between anthropologists and other people. But in addition to these aspects of Keith's biography, when I first came to Goldsmiths, Keith was external examiner on our undergraduate program. And I recall in, I think it was the summer of 1993, how enchanted we were by your forceful pronouncements on the brilliance of a particular piece of work, or the absurdities of some procedure or other. You may or you may not know that Keith is a gifted mathematician, and apparently these skills were deployed to good effect to fund an undergraduate degree betting on horses. But as far as Goldsmiths was concerned, Keith succeeded overnight in changing our marking practices so as to accommodate the vagaries of the formula we use and still use for calculating degree results. So Keith seemed fond of Goldsmiths. His daughter had studied here. He has colleagues who were once doctoral students of his in Goldsmiths, and not just in the anthropology department. I saw Brian Alleyne somewhere from sociology. And all in all, I think, such was our enthusiasm for Keith's work and a reciprocal interest in the programs that we offered, that we invited Keith to join us more formally half-time in 2004. And that's just by way of a background to what may seem like a rather short period in the department, but is in fact a much longer history in which Keith's contributions to the department are much appreciated, and for which I'd like to thank you, Keith, alongside your lecture.